4 years ago, God placed a desire in Michael's heart to tear down the wall that divides the main hall from the church office and the mini champions room to make space for our growing ministries.
We heard someone say during one of our main events recently in their enthusiasm that the room was full. We always need room to grow into. We made the decision that day that our growth as a church will not be defined by the size of these walls, but these walls will be defined by our growth.
But this vision was reluctantly tabled when God directed our church leadership's focus elsewhere. Job Club started. It grew and grew and grew to a point where we sometimes see around 30 people join in on the meetings. Our tiny church kitchen in its previous state just could not keep up with the demand for its use. Some friends of Champions Church gave £500 specifically towards the improvement of the kitchen. This became the seed money for the project, and the need was presented to our church congregation. We prayed for it, collected offerings towards it. But then the pandemic struck.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
We were forced to go online, and the church all over the world broke the internet. But in spite of these new challenges hurled our way, the kitchen project persevered. We called it the Kingdom Kitchen because it will be used for kingdom work. We applied for grant funding. We were successful in 3 out of the 4 that we applied to. And to save on some of the work costs, Michael tore down the kitchen cupboards and did most of the prep work for our fitters. But it wasn't an easy job. After a few delays, however, our new kitchen was officially completed in December of 2020. By then, we managed to raise over £19,000 to completely pay off the kitchen costs. However, the lockdown dragged and carried on, and our building continued to sit empty. With safety guidelines ever changing, the desire to knock down the wall now became a necessity. Once restrictions are lifted, we wanted to be able to worship together in a safer environment. And once again, we endeavored to seek grant funding to make our building COVID secure. We needed a bigger space. We needed new windows to allow better air circulation. We need new carpets to help dampen the sound, better insulation to keep warm in the winter and cool in the summer. And the work started once more.
Hi guys, so we're at the main church centre, and as you can see we've been doing some work. We've removed the carpets and the stage is now just about up. As you can see, I'm standing where the stage used to be, and so we've managed to strip all this back, and then we're going to hopefully get rid of all this here, and the main hall will go into all the way into there.
Walls were knocked down, carpets were ripped up, rotten floorboards were replaced, stud walls were built, and insulation was added. The entire hall had its electricity rewired. New windows were fitted, new carpets installed, and turned our old hall into the one you're in now. Over the course of the last few months, our building was transformed from this into this. And we thank you, the ones that persevered with their time and their hands. We thank you, the ones that gave generously to see the work carried out in excellence. We thank you, the ones that encouraged us, prayed for us, and spurred us on. And in the words of those that came before us, This is a new day and a new beginning and an opportunity to get going for God. Today, 4 years from when this dream started, we echo Pastor Michael's statement that our growth as a church will not be defined by the size of these walls, but these walls will be defined by our growth.